Hello everybody, how we doing? Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I'm working on my 4-day weekend. It's Saturday morning, a little after 11. Heading back to the fenced personality area, where on every trip I've been plagued with filming problems. Camera stopping at weird intervals, stop filming, shutting off, until I have a conversation with the fenced personality. So this time going in, I will have the conversation now. Personality that is here, beings or people, wish you all the respect, kindness, and happiness and health. Have no disrespect by coming here towards you or attempting to catch anything on film. Again, do not be afraid of the camera. These days, humans will not believe what they see on any video screen unless they see it in person themselves. So I'm not out to prove anything to anyone. So if you would allow me to film, I would appreciate you not shutting off the camera. Usually, that creek down there is where the problems usually start to begin, with the camera shutting off. This is also around this fenced area is where I found or was gifted that fossil rock right on the game trail, very similar to this one here, where it's all leaves and grass. There's no other rocks around. I was following the game trail, and it was right in the middle of it for me to find. That's too much coincidence after my experiences here. So I think fenced-in personalities, we have a mutual understanding and respect for one another, I hope. So let's not interfere with the camera, please. Let's enjoy this beautiful day together. Ground is very wet. I have to be careful or I'll fall on my keister. Old folks saying, "You fell down on this keister." The culvert, the tunnel, the drainage, whatever you want to call it. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's an absolutely beautiful day here in upstate New York. Next to the noisy Route 13 and Trip Hammer Road on-ramp and off-ramp. And this fenced-in, very old, very dense, maybe half-acre of forest. It does not need to be fenced in because ain't no one going in there. It's too thick. So far, so good with the camera. Thank you for fenced-in personality. Look at the pallets thrown over the bank here from a condominium park called Savannah. And my house in Savannah, ooh la la. Sorry, that song drives me nuts too. Now I can slip out of this fence here if I wanted to. It's about 2.5 feet off the ground. But I can't go far, it's all jungle. And here's where I got the shitty footage of a portal, perfectly round. Nice and clear when I captured it. When I downloaded it, degraded like 50%. Thank you, fenced-in personality, for allowing me to film. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that filming here has gotten this far without being interrupted. And I used a scientific method to determine the cause, in my opinion. Because it's happened every time I've come here. Several times. Until I've had the conversation. And as you will see in this video now that you're watching, I did that prior to coming in here. First scene. No interruptions. Now, logically, the presence may not always be here. Loud played. It's a personal aircraft. Ithaca Airport, very nearby, about a mile away. I have noise here in Ithaca, New York, close to Cornell University. Once again, West-Island Greyhawk demonstrating you do not have to go far out into the wilderness away from civilization to capture the paranormal. And yes, I consider Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all the names for these cryptids, and Dogman and others to be all the same paranormal category. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it, nor do you have to be triggered and all mean if you want to respond to it that my opinion sucks. I love conversation in the comments as long as it's not from assholes. From people who may have a different opinion other than you, which is fine. But they know better than anyone, and they ridicule the fuck out of you for your stance and your opinion. You're just showing your true colors. Stay in your mama's basement. Ma, make me a sandwich, ma. God damn it, ma. Supposed to get in the 50s today, and I believe it. My hands out here after 10 minutes are a little bit cold, even in the direct sun, so we haven't hit 50 yet. There's our dual-engine personal aircraft. With Cornell University, there are a lot of wealthy people in Ithaca, PR. And surrounding areas. Now we're approaching a section of game trail where I found the fossil on it. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's a fake game trail, so just grassy meadow. And there's 0 rocks around. 0 rocks. Into these thorny apple trees. The trail goes, and it's also where I found the deer leg gnawed upon by some critter, no doubt. And actually right there it is, with no flesh left on it now. Nature eats the shit out of that stuff. The bone will be gone soon. Especially if there's any porcupines about, because they eat bones. People that live in regions that have a high population of mountain lions may go their whole life never seeing one, or seeing a skeleton of one. The on-ramp for off of Route 13 and on to Triphammer Road. We're in the heart of civilization. Ooh, sun flare. A lot less foliage now, of course. Everything's dead, folks. The dead of winter. "13 minutes into this video, almost 14. No problems in filming. For the first time ever coming here, having the conversation upon first arriving. But then again, is whatever presence that is here or was here, are they always here? Game trail goes right this way into the drainage ditch of the noisy on-ramp for Route 13, or Triphammer Road from Route 13. Still grassy meadow, weedy, no rocks. No fossils on the trails. Yeah, on the trail yet. That's a Pretty neat depression. Pretty big. But could be where a bunny rabbit or something was bedded down. Not necessarily a footprint. Lots of flat areas in here where definitely deer bedded down during the night, no doubt. Or maybe moments ago and caught my wind and moved away. Realized I just walked by the little freaky deaky Blair Witch looking fence structure here. Already on previous videos. Into the sun glare. Not going to be able to film it good this time of day because I'd have to be on the other side of the fence looking away from the sun, folks. Ooh, what the? Even over the traffic, I don't know if the video caught that, but it sounded like a tree knock right here next to me. And it has those leaning structures over there. I don't know if you can make it out. The sun, the way it is. Let's try this angle on this weird looking thing. I'm getting it now. Twists around the post of the fence. Coming out left and right like antlers on both sides, kind of. And all twisty, freaky deaky. I call that neat at the very least. And a little freaky deaky at the most. That tree was not down last time I was here. Fresh rip on that tree there as it fell. Crushed the fence real good. I bet that made a hell of a racket. And this fall is less than a month old. That's a massive tree. You can see where it was broken. It's still quite lively on the inside, but it was on the bank over there with not good footing and grounding. And was split last time I had it in video, so it was gonna go soon. But neat that it went that quick. Glad I wasn't here when it went. It would have been scary, dairy. You got that log that goes over the fence too, and it's the top. It's got vines twisted all around it. One seagull cattail shedding its seed. Sun glare. Don't you glare at me, son. Alright, to continue, Fastale and Greyhawk must go down and get wet in the creek or go up here next to the guardrail and continue on down. See what's up there and how far I can go, because I haven't never been past this point. Creek makes a sharp bend here and goes that way from this direction. It's like a 120-degree turn and snakes over there past the fence to go back down this way. And I can definitely proceed on down here, although noisy. Glare from the sun, can't look that way, but there's an area of the creek with the totally flat, large rock bottom. It's awesome. Lots of places like that in Ithaca, especially in the gorges. We are getting thick. None of it's sharp. Give me one reason to stay here. And I'll turn her back round. No will to continue on there. It's gonna be noisy as fuck. On this side of the fence, right next to Route 13. Now, from the south there, I could come in from the adjacent property and make my way down there and see how far I could go on the other side of the fence. That might be next video. But we'll keep it going in case we see anything on the trail on the way out that might have been left for us today. This town Greyhawk's gonna have some coffee when he gets back home. Another addiction. Will our friends unseen leave us a gift today on the game trail? Well, that piece of trash is still there on the game trail. Look at that nasty thing. Yeesh. Had the group of friends over last night, of course, being Friday night. Dungeons and Dragons is played. There were 6 of us. As always, had a great time. Every first Friday for over 25 years now. Same group of friends. Some of those friends only play twice a month, every other Friday. So we don't always have 6. Sometimes it's 4 or 3 if someone else can't make it a certain week. But unless this DM is on call, it's every Friday. Or if a Friday falls on a major holiday or something like that, of course we don't play. Dungeons and Dragons is full of all kinds of creatures from myth and legends. In this current adventure we're involved in, we're dealing with a spirit being encased in flesh form called the Rakshasa. And they have powers of ESP, so they can read the minds of their victims. They are evil creatures. They prey upon humanity and others to feast upon their flesh. And with their ESP, they can convince their potential meal that they are someone they recognize. And the victim can't tell the difference. And when the victim least expects it, the Rakshasa will pounce, showing its true form too late for the victim. They can pass without a trace if they wish, these Rakshasa. They can leave any kind of footprint they wish, or none at all. Their most common form is of a humanoid with the head of an ape or a cat, with palms that face backwards and arms that are just as long as the legs. Sound like a Sasquatch? Does it, people? A monstrous manual that we use in Dungeons and Dragons, right full of cryptid creatures from myths and legends from every culture on the planet. Dungeons and Dragons is a game like no other. It doesn't pit player against player. Generally speaking, the intent is to work together as a group to solve a common goal or to put down a common threat. So the players work together and not against each other, generally speaking. And it's group storytelling. It's a chance to get together socially. And it's a great escape from reality. To take part in a fantasy world and pretend you're something or someone else for just 4 hours. Every Friday. I'm a DM, Dungeon Master, or Game Master, as they're called nowadays. Dungeons and Dragons has several editions now. They're up to like 5th edition, but they're coming out with a 1D&D, it's called, like a 6th, might as well call it 6th edition. But we play 2nd edition because that's what we've always played. And we have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of books and correct size miniatures for 2nd edition. 5th edition is a huge difference. The monsters are much bigger than they are or were in 2nd edition. And there's so many different various types. There's a world of difference between 5th and 2nd edition. I'm not going to put down anybody that plays 5th edition. It's just not for me and my group. Although we do add little elements of 5th edition, we play our own, house game of 2nd edition. A little bit of 5th edition thrown in. We use the skills, persuasion, sleight of hand, acrobatics, perception, investigation, etc., etc. And we still use the 2nd edition non-weapon proficiency, so that helps to even boost up those other skills as well. Back at the starting point, friends. 0 interruptions of filming. We thank you, myself and my viewers, Fenced-In Personality, if you indeed are here still, or currently, as we speak. If you're not here, that will definitely explain no interruption in the filming. But if you are here, thank you. It's a good experiment to have a conversation at the start of the video with you to see what happens. And thank you for the gift of being allowed to film and the fossil. Last time out, it's been almost a month ago now since that was found / gifted. Festtail and Greyhawk with a untied boot lace is going to let you go for now, folks. Keep on keeping on. Watch close in these videos because most of what you see is going to be cloaked in some way or another and very hard to spot. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.